Hey guys, how's it going? May 17th, 2022. Back in Run8 Train Simulator version 3. Went to just start it, but it didn't want to come on for me, so. Or at least it didn't seem like it was coming on. It wasn't showing at my end, so I figured I'd try to start it again. Okay, we'll get chat up shortly. Alright, so things looking pretty good. We were in a lot dire situation yesterday, so a lot of work's been done today. I noticed when I came home there was work being done. There was still work being done, so that's good. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to tonight demonstrate what would happen under like normal conditions. So I'm just gonna pop up YouTube here on my laptop. I am gonna put a trailer screen or something like that in the background. Now, what the hell's going on with this thing? There we go. Eventually. Just popping out my chat, and I'm in. Come on. Okay. And then over on this side, we'll get our sheets going. See where we're at. Might add some more outbound trains tonight because this could be. I was starting to think about that today because there's a lot of new stuff that's coming into play. So, first of all, let me see where we're at in the yard. I'm talking about the receiving yard here. So we got a Baldwin. So we got a south and north. So we got 3 souths and 3 norths by the looks of it. Yeah, looks like we're in pretty good shape. I have no idea what that noise is upstairs, but. We're also in pretty good shape in the yards. South is in good shape. North, pretty good shape. So usually what I will do is I will, since we got plenty of tracks, I will find a track for him. Actually, he's getting low on fuel, but I think he'll be okay for now. I'll find out where he came down from. And if he's got a spot to go, then we'll put him in there. As long as he's got a spot to go, then you don't want to fill up tracks with engines, especially at the end of the night. Okay, so okay, there we go. So by normalizing that switch, it shuts it all off. Then I'm able to bring him down. So we bring him down that track, we AI him, and then we look for our other units. That looks like Switcher just exited. I'm going to make sure everything else is okay everywhere else, if that makes sense. N152 is holding. Southwise got a signal. Southwise got a signal that's holding up traffic here, and I'm not too sure why. Looks like a main line is set to come through, and I gotta get rid of that because it's tying up a lot of traffic actually. Over on the other side, looks pretty good. Okay, so let me deal with that first and foremost. We don't want that. So okay, here comes the AI out of here. I assume there's an AI train that's basically lit up. Okay, that's what it is. So we want to get rid of that. So because he was still AI'd, and well, he still got it. So there must be another one. There must be another one that's got AI. So with the AIs, you have to have them relinquish when at the end of their tracks. Otherwise, they will sit there and actually they'll go. So you want to relinquish them. You want to relinquish the AIs. Not to mention that they do put a signal on. See there, the signal just darkened. Now these trains will get lights, so it's running time. It should go back to normal now. So I do have an AI running in the hump down there, but I have him set to relinquish, and he doesn't really have a path from here. I don't know why that doesn't go. There we go. See, so now the trains are going to start moving again. Hopefully he'll get around, but we'll see. If not, we'll deal with it. Okay. So you get one guy going this way. I'm not too sure where the other... Oh, there he is. Okay, so this hump is set up to deal with the north side. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to take a look at the north side again. Let's see what the Augusta is probably the only big culprit right now. Forget which track he's on. It's this guy right here. Okay. So he's got a little bit to Chicago and whatever. Augusta should be right about the top, but there is no Augusta. So, not that I see anyways. No, there is some. Okay. Very little. Fitzgerald, Atlanta. Alright, looks good. And he has enough room for Chicago, so he's a very good candidate to be humped. I'll close off this here. Yeah, he's good. And I'll close off the double crossover here. Okay, So now we can go ahead and we keep doing the north. While we do that, we're going to check what's going on in the south. And we're going to put everything up to date. Now the south is pretty easy to... oh, that's interesting. Oh, is that? Oh, that's from the last time. I hadn't moved those guys. Okay, they're okay though. They're not in the way. I'm not going to worry about them because I don't have any other source trains going in. So I want to get train stats again. This won't be nearly as tough as the other night. So we want to go ahead and do that. So all we're doing is either confirming what's already in there, which looks like so far it looks good. Looks like we lost the milepost on New Orleans, but we can get that back. That's not a big deal. I'll have to lock some of these different areas so they don't get deleted, but okay, so New Orleans looks good. So basically we're confirming now if everything in there is the same. So Mobile, oops, go up here to here. Usually that's a pretty good sign that once you start seeing that everything is the same. It doesn't take that long to confirm either. 1750, I remember that. Okay, CFL's different. Probably because stuff got pulled out of it. So 1929 807, I'll throw for that one. Okay. Stored in local 10. Okay, so what we want to do here is, I don't know what's in local 10, but we definitely want to put in that there's something else going on here. And we'll check local 10 in a minute. 1906. I'll put that in here for now. 805. And we'll check on that in a second to see what's over there. We don't need the flashlight. Need something darker. There we go. I'm gonna see WFL just to see if that's okay. I didn't see it, but there it is, or WLF, sorry. 1836. Yeah, that's fine. Lakeland. Lakeland's 1815. Okay, so that's changed a bit. So some of these probably got pulled, so that's why you're seeing different things in there. 1815, 938. Tampa 1575. Okay, so again, plus 1575. There's a marking here that it is in F12. 1061 plus. Oops. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So just because you see a few that look right doesn't necessarily mean they all are. And that's what happens when you start moving things around, pretty much. Okay. Now we'll see what's hanging around in the yards. If it's an assembled train that's ready to go, I don't bother with it. Which is going to be this one here. So 603. .603 is on F11. So what I do there is I go to this. If I can find it. So 603 is there's already a 603 on F11. That's what that's telling me. So I don't want to be building another 603 if I can help it. Either that or I spawn one out and then I bring another. So that one's okay. Alright, so now we want to see what's here. We got Tampa's, as mentioned. So there's a bunch of Tampa, and it looks like that's it. F12 has the Tampa. Okay, that's correct. And that's probably got the train stats that we're looking for. There we go, the hump is going. Yeah, there's that 6947 thing. Well, we're not getting the numbers, though, that are the same. That's supposed to be F12, right? 6947. This might have changed. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and I'll put this one here. This is a lot of tons. 3540. 3540 is right. The other one didn't seem to. So I got 1061 and 1575. I'm going to check the other Tampa just to make sure. 1061, 1575. Okay, we're good there. Over into the local yards, I believe I saw something marked. I want to make sure everything is, yep, which is what it is. It's Mulberry. And I'll just double check the numbers there. So we've got 3181. 1599. Alright, we're in good shape. So now our hump is going. We can go ahead and we can take this off. Oh, wrong one. Sorry. Control F8. So, no, we want to put all our destinations now. We'll go ahead and take a look at the bowl for a second. Now we're looking at the receiving yard. Just checking this. Looks like everything's going as they should. Looking good. Augusta was the one that I was concerned the most with that train, but I think we're okay. I think there's only a few on it. Here it comes right there. There's a few on them, and then that's it. So we're good. Okay. So now that that's running, everything's going exactly the way we want it. So now it's time to build a train. Since we're humping the north, we build in the south. So what we want to do is we want to take look at what candidates we have. Now the good thing about the south is we have all the available trains for them. We have quite a bit for Tampa. In fact, well, 97 we do 5100's not too bad. We certainly can run a train to Tampa if we want to do it that way. 5100 is a decent size train, nothing spectacular. 3850, you don't want to run that. So these are the maximum that we can get from them. There's really not too much else than those ones. Mulberry, that was one that we were seeing some extra stuff here. So there's also Mulberry. And honestly, Mulberry should be stored. In this situation, Mulberry should be stored. There's just simply not enough. This was a good call. Tampa, you could be looking at Tampa and saying, well, you really don't need it, and chances are you probably don't. It's not like we're, I mean, this hump is actually in very good shape right now. So now that we're like putting a few more into the north, and we switch over to south, we start humping the south, right? But I mean, that looks like really, really good. So I would say, we can just keep on doing it and keep ahead of the game. I don't know, as far as locals, that's the other thing that we could potentially do. So I mean, they did a number on this today, which is good. I can see a call we're not running Tampa as a train. I can see it both ways, really. So I'm just trying to decide if I want to bother with the Tampa or not. How's our power looking? Oh, we got tons of power. In fact, we could probably use a light power run. So the north will probably have some stuff. I'm actually gonna get a drink. Oh! I was thinking there would be at least one more train, but really there isn't. Tampa's the only candidate I can think of, and I'm thinking of sending one just to get it out of there, right? But it's not critical. That was a nice job on the yard though today, that's for sure. The other thing we can do is move the we could actually move the 'cause at this point now it's really there's not too much else. I was going to take it easy tonight. This might have been a night to do it too. But that's okay. Let's see here. What I might do is add some trains for the north once we get that done. So I'll tell you what we'll do. Tampa's not bad. I'm just trying. I'm really pushing the idea of running a Tampa. Yeah, I'm going to. 3 units, 1.35. It's got a good weight on it. Let's build a Q441. So now we just go grab the Baldwin. Just stick it in any track, really. It doesn't really matter which one. And that would take care of that. So let's do that. I always enjoyed this shot because then you get to take a look at the bowl behind you as things are going in. Got all my dump runs done today at work, so should be a nice day tomorrow. I think after we build this train, I will, once the north hump is done, I'll take a re-inventory of that, and then I'll start adding trains, and we'll start building some trains out of that. And I don't think I'm going to hump anything else. I think I'll just leave it. I think we're in a pretty good position right now. Let me open this up. Hey, how's it going? Gotta find my Baldwins. So, although it's the easiest one to find because it's always at the end. Wow. Yeah, I've had those days. Won't be one of those today, that's for sure. Humpson are basically Rice Yard is in really good shape. I thought I was going to have an opportunity to multitask, but really, it's not required at the moment. So hopefully that video last night helped some people. Okay, so we'll get over on this track. Actually, there was a guy standing over on the other side, but the step lights on. Probably get away with throwing this down F14. In fact, I may do something totally little move that'll make it much quicker. Show you what I mean. Well, I still have some cars in the yard too, don't I? I'll have to get those out, but I forgot about those. Hang on a second. Yeah, there's some Tampas in the yard. Okay, let me get the Tampas first. Okay, well that wasn't too far away, so... clear the tampons out first. Will you stop clicking on that crap? Alright, good. Did it again. Oops. Guess I don't have a position there. Oops. Okay, so we don't get it from there. That's okay. Okay, so now we're going to grab the Baldwins. This will be our head end. All right. So now what we want to do is we want to get ourselves, well, since I'm down here, I'm going to take the inner loop here. All I want to do is I want to get things going to about right there. Then I'm going to head down to the other end, join up with the train, and it'll be ready to go. Hopefully around there the timing should work out. That hump will be done. Then that'll be the last. I think that'll be the last hump of the night. I don't think I'm going to bother changing anything else. Sometimes it's better just to have the, everything is up to date. Oops, that was dumb. Sure I haven't run over any switches, although it looks like I was just about to. See, that's the thing, you always gotta, this is why I keep if I put one switch like that, I always put the crossover, or else that's when issues become present at crossovers. This seems to be fine. Although I will check just to make sure. Yeah, we're good. Alright. So I'm going to go into the view from the tower here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to the building of the train tonight. I'd like to, but I might be pushing it. a look over here, see how we're doing. So I don't want to go too much further because I want to get 3 units to come out of that track. In fact, that should be good enough. Alright. Perfect. So we'll apply a few here. This will be our head in for that train, and then tighten up the slack a bit here. There we go. Get myself up to that crossover at least. Alright, relinquish that. Now we want to find 3 pieces of, let's see how the hump's doing. Well, the hump's about to end. But there's nothing else really at this point. I mean, we are at, one of these is a hump train. So, I mean, really good shape. Could we keep going? Absolutely. We don't want to get it into a situation where it's, you know, like it was. It happens sometimes. Okay, but let me get the 3 engines and we'll tie that on. I don't know if we have 3 ready engines, but now you got to get something in a position that you want, which isn't always the easiest thing to do. And I'm really having a hard time finding that position because I got a bunch of switchers in the way. Nothing on the ready tracks, which sucks. Everything is facing the opposite way. What the hell? Can't win. Oh, what's this? What are these ones? Went down to the last track, but no. Might be able to wrap around. Not really. What do we got on the ready track? I'm willing to take a look here. It's another Chesy. That's almost tempting, you know. Just to take something like that, maybe? Nah. I've got to get engines going the other way. Well, this is what we'll do. See what we got here. These should all be in the ready tracks anyways. When they're all fueled like that, they just go into the ready track. So we'll go ahead and we'll move them under. All right. So I'm going to pull out here, go into the ready track where they belong, do a runaround. I guess that's all I need right there. Okay, so that'll take me there. No, I'm not going to be able to build, or I'm not going to be able to create any more trains tonight. I don't even know if I'm even going to be able to check the north side of the yard. I know the south side of the yard. I'll make sure that that's correct. close that up. We only need 3 engines. Close that up. Disconnect, open. And I just want to make sure I've got the train that we are dealing with, which is going to be Q441. So in here we go to our train symbol, Q441. Sure why. I thought I had, oh, I don't know what happened there. Shortcut trail. Pop the PCS, but I just reset it manually. Escape track right here. All right. So that was the closest we got to multitasking, was what we did with the north. I'm getting tired, so I'm probably not going to bother updating the north side. Looking good. Oh, what's that other guy coming through? Oh, T101. Yeah, by the time we get this all together, we gotta run our cars all the way to the other end of the line, or the other end of the south forwarding yard, and then back into the rest of our Tampas that are sitting there. It's going to be close to 10:45 at that point, so. But it's not bad. You got an hour or so. You know, you can accomplish just one hump or whatever. Or I knew I didn't really feel like running a train tonight or doing anything like that. Now tomorrow we'll have to wait and see. That's if I run. I may take it easy tomorrow. It's hard to say. Usually it'd be in the afternoon that or the early evening that I would run on Wednesdays because prime time I'm not around. Okay, so there's my cars for the head end. Okay, I gotta watch my tail end there too. Make sure I'm okay. Flick that real quick. See how far back I am here. Myself up to 15 here. Which way would that? I'm on this line here, so that's good. Straight shot through there. We'll take the inner line. Is that where I'm coming out? Might be. Yeah, it is. Okay. Straight shot through there. And I gotta find the rest of my cars. Which be sitting down there. Ooh, I'm going way too fast. Okay, so I'm all set other than that one switch. Okay. There we go. 1,700 feet. Where's the moon? Do I get to see it? Oh, it's setting. It should be over here. I don't see it. I don't see it. Oh, he's further, he's further east. If it's, would it be rising? Yeah, it'd be rising right now. Well, he's not that much further east. Should be about the same. It should be about to rise. Ah, well. Okay, let's see if I can catch this thing rising. He might have a little clearer horizon too. I think we probably have the same horizon, probably looking at the same thing. He just happened to catch it. but it always looks bigger at the horizon, just like it does in in real life, and then the higher it goes up, you don't see it as much. Yeah. Be nice to get into bed before 11 tonight. All right. Good stuff. So we'll auto EOT. Oops, we'll F7 it. Wow. Why isn't the F7 working? has something to do with the EOT. Okay, EOT. No, get me in there. Alright, so there's an EOT somewhere else on this train. The question is trying to find it. That's why it's doing that. So this is the fun part. It could be in the coupler. Okay. So that's where it was. So now will we go again? That time it stays. There we go. Alright, let's see what we got for stats. 1.4. Very nice. Q441. Okay, we're all set. So we relinquish that. Jot down, oops. Jot down the track that it's on, which is F12. Over here, we just put it into F12. And then over on Discord, oops, didn't mean to do that. That's what happens. I'm in the moderator. Just watched your stream and thought you might want to know that when you get a train splitting on a switch, make sure you press F5 as the handbrake will automatically apply in this case. Yeah, I don't know if we need it necessarily, but starting to build another Q59 because of Chicago and F09. Okay, so for me, I've got Q441. And then, hello Robert. So we humped another northbound Q41 has been built on F12. F12. Okay. So that's in. I'll close that off. Now, in order to get all this out of here, so what we do is we've got rid of our Baldwins, and our Tampa is resolved. So you just say you check on the click box. That gets rid of these extra comments, which usually indicate that two have been split, and then of course that resets the stats on Q441. So now we're back at everything here is correct. Everything on that side is going to be out of date because of the additional stuff that went there. So, but I'll leave it at that. I don't know what that is. Minus 240. I don't know what that's supposed to be. AL16 minus L. AL16. I don't know what that is. AL16. What is it again? AL16 minus AL6. Why am I looking at AL16? WPA. Could be anything. Somebody might even use it for a temp, whatever. But then over here, I can just take that off for the build. So when we look at the well, I don't know if the north stats actually. I'm just going to leave that there. But anyways, that's about it for tonight. So, like I said, everything's looking pretty good shape. And not too sure if I'll be back tomorrow. We'll have to see how things are going. I might take a break tomorrow night. But we'll see how it goes. Or tomorrow evening, I should say, because it'll only be for a little bit. But we'll see how I am in the morning. Or in the afternoon, I should say, and if I'm up to it. If not, because I'm expecting company sometime. It could be any time between now and I got family that's crossing crossing across Canada. But they've been in Ontario now for a couple of days, so they should be here any time. But they're supposed to be down for the long weekend, which is coming up. So I may not be available this weekend. So I'm trying to get in as much as I can now, but I still might take the break tomorrow. We'll see. But that's it for now, guys. Have a good one, and we'll talk to you later. See ya.